Hey guys, I hope you're having a good day. As promised yesterday, I'm here to do my January wrap-up, and that should bring me back up to speed with everyone else, with the exception of the Best Books of 2012 video, which I am planning on doing this weekend. So January was a good month. It was way better than last January. As you guys may remember, for those of you who've been with me for a while, I was doing a musical last January and was completely overwhelmed with rehearsals and everything. So I only read like one book last January. But this January I read 5, which was not as many as I was hoping. I really thought I was going to get one more book in. But still, I'm happy with 5, and I can't wait to tell you guys about them. And as always, I'll put in my little plug for Book Rat Misty. I always use her rating system of a thumbs up, thumbs down. The first book that I read in the month of January was The Sleeping Beauty by Mercedes Lackey, and this is the 5th book in the 500 Kingdoms series, which you guys know that I love. And of course, this gets a big thumbs up. I thought it would be about Sleeping Beauty, and it is kind of, but I love all the twists, and there are some really funny moments. Fantastic heroine. In fact, fantastic characters all the way around, and I think this is definitely a close second to my favorite in this series, The Fairy Godmother, which is the first one. Next, I read the book of Holiday Awesome by Neil Pasricha. None of those are probably right. But this gets a thumbs up as well. I'd never read any of the Awesome books before, but I really enjoyed this one. This was short, sweet, with a lot of humor and good messages. Next, I read Winter Girls by Laurie Halse Anderson, which has such a cool, shiny cover. And I actually started this book last year in January, but because of the show, I was just way too distracted to finish it. So I definitely wanted to put it down, come back to it, and I'm so glad that I finally got to read it because it was definitely a thumbs up. It was my first, but definitely not my last book by Laurie Halse Anderson. It's just a really gripping story of a girl with anorexia whose best friend dies of bulimia, and it just really brings you into the thought process of someone with an eating disorder. It was really fascinating, and the almost lyrical prose really hooked me. Next, we have another Little House book. This is On the Banks of Plum Creek by Laura Ingalls Wilder. This is the 4th in the Little House series, and of course, this gets a thumbs up. I mean, no question. You know, whenever I think of these books, the word cozy always comes to mind, because that's really how it makes me feel. I just feel all warm inside, and, you know, this family, I mean, it's not all hearts and flowers. This family goes through some really tough stuff, but, I mean, they always make it through, and you're just rallying and you're with them the whole way, and I love this series, man. And then finally, I read Bittersweet by Sarah Auchler, and I was really looking forward to this story, man. I mean, it's got cupcakes and romance, and I mean, it's just, you know, totally up my alley, and I'm very happy to say that it is a thumbs up. It is such a sweet story. Pun intended, but definitely with some heavier themes, which gave the story some depth, and of course, I loved all the cupcake talk. I mean, honestly, that was really why I wanted to read the book in the first place, and the author certainly delivered on that score. Lots of yummy descriptions. It was very scrumptious. So that was my January. It was a good month. I'm looking forward to February. I have all my books together for my February TBR, which I plan to post tomorrow. So I will see you guys then. Have a good night, guys. Bye.